Yes, sir. What you saying, bro?
Man, everything cool. Right here waking dead hot. What you doing for lunch?
You catch me here checking out this ZNS shopping network site? I looking at this out to sea deal.
Yeah? How do one go?
For $30, you get a $50 coupon. 20% off fish at the stand, plus you get $10 in minutes.
Man, you can't beat that.
Well, out to sea it is. Log on to www.znsshoppingnetwork.com. Select the island of your choice and shop anywhere, anytime.
Your number one news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Crystal Serenity calling on Grand Bahama this afternoon, but passengers on board were not allowed to disembark. The vessel, which is home ported in Nassau, has visited a number of islands in the Bahamas over the past several days. Nassau will be the final stop for the ship tomorrow. Now, General Manager of the Ministry of Tourism Grand Bahama Office, Stephen Johnson, explaining that passengers were not allowed off of the ship today because they are required to take a COVID-19 antigen test today in order to disembark in Nassau tomorrow.
They made Grand Bahama a service call, and so what they will be doing is what they call bunkering, sludge offload, and basically filling the vessel with fresh water, and all of the some procurement items will be purchased here, mainly the fuel. And so this was a last-minute call. I know a lot of people are unhappy about this, but this is totally out of the Ministry of Tourism's control. And so, as you know, the vessel was down in Salvador, Long Island. They were also down in Exuma. And so, we're really happy, even though they're not coming off here in Grand Bahama, that benefits to our people throughout the islands.
He says the cruise ship is set to return in August.
This is going to be good business in the economy. I know a lot of the tour operators and the taxi cab drivers, vendors have been calling me unhappy, but again, this has nothing to do with the Ministry of Tourism, so we apologize for that on their behalf. But again, we're happy so far of the money spent in the economy throughout the islands with the Serenity. This is a high-end ship, so these persons are very high-end. They're the demographics are 55 plus. And this cruise ship is very, very expensive, and so we think it's just going to be positive stuff. They have contracted persons in Grand Bahama, tour buses and various tour companies, and I passed this information on to them personally, so I do know they were intended to do business here in Grand Bahama today, but unfortunately, because of the service call, the testing, and all of the other technical stuff they have to do on the ship, they're not letting anybody off today.
The Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line will give it another try next week. A simulated test sailing is set for July 13 to evaluate the cruise line's safety protocols. Now, the ship had initially planned a test sailing for July 2nd, but it was postponed after a crew member tested positive for COVID-19. Now, during the July 13 test sailing, a small private group of pre-selected, fully vaccinated passengers will be included. Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line will resume commercial sailings on July 16th. In other news, the Ministry of Education is set to launch a numeracy and literacy summer program. District Superintendent of Education Ivan Butler says that the program will begin on Tuesday, July 13th and is open to students at all grade levels.
And if parents feel that their kids need to come to school for English and math, and we have it from grade 1 all the way to grade 12, and we are encouraging parents to have their kids take full advantage of this numeracy and literacy program. It will run at all of our schools from 9 to 12 every day. They will have a break. Parents are responsible for getting their kids to and from school, But we are excited about our numeracy and literacy program we are running this summer. And this will also help those kids that may have fallen short as a result of the pandemic. And some kids did not excel well on the online platform. So we're giving the kids, specifically those kids who may have gotten below a 2.0, the opportunity to come to summer school and make up with those classes.
Now the program is being offered free of charge.
Just need them to show up to school, and again, we want them to wear their school uniform, their PE shirt, not their uniform, their PE shirt that helps in identifying that this child attends the school.
And a look at sports right after this break.
Welcome to ZNS Total Sports, your source for sports in the North. Happy Independence, Bahamas. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Topping sports tonight, players will be on the links this Independence Day as the Fortune Hills Men's Golf Association resume its annual Independence Golf Tournament. Coordinator Peter Collins shares more about the event.
After a one-year break due to the pandemic, Fortune Hills Men's Golf Association is proud to resume its annual Independence Day Golf Tournament, sponsored by Syngad Services. There will be 40 players representing 4 islands, Grand Bahama, Abaco, Eleuthera and Exuma, fighting for bragging rights for the coming year. The tournament will start at 8:45 with a national anthem, and we hope that everyone's going to have a great day.
In football action, members of the Flag Football Association are hoping to start their season in a matter of weeks. Jay Philippe reports.
The Grand Bahama Flag Football League is attempting to get its season started soon. President of the league, Vincent Marshall, gave this update.
We have submitted our proposals. We've addressed the fan concerns. We've addressed the protocols. We've addressed the change of style of play, specifically to be able to get started. So at this point, we've done everything that has been asked of us, and we're just waiting to hear back from the competent authority on when or not we would be able to resume our season.
A temporary date has been proposed.
We were looking at, based on our proposals, to actually resume our season somewhere along the middle of August. Of course, it would be a shortened season.
Head coach of Grand Bahama Knights, Ken Billup, says they have been preparing for whenever the season starts.
We monitor our numbers, as well as we keep a safe distance. And as long as we're not on the field, we make sure we have our masks visible either on or on our face at some point. And then we make sure that we have some type of sanitizer out there to keep us going.
I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Total Sports.
Well, off they go. Senior League champions Fortune 360 baseball team traveling to compete in the Carl Ripken Disney Experience, the second largest Little League tournament in Orlando, Florida. Team members say they're looking to come back with hardware.
I feel great about this team. This team we have a very good defensive squad and offensive squad. We are great. We've been practicing for a long time. We just want to make the Bahamas happy.
So I haven't been on a tournament trip to the U.S. in like 3 years, so it'd be very exciting for me to see what it's like again. Not every day we have practice, so I gotta go in the backyard or go elsewhere, try practice, get better, so that when we go on the trip, we can show the U.S. what we made of.
I think our team is going to be doing very well in this tournament. Obviously, we've been practicing very hard, preparing to go on this trip. So, I've been practicing every day, getting my game up, so I'm prepared to go do my thing in the States and hopefully bring home a championship.
And finally in sports, DeAndre Ayton and the Phoenix Suns taking Game 2 of the NBA Finals 118-108. Ayton finished with 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists in 42 minutes of play. We now await Game 3, which is set for Sunday, July 11th. And we want to say a big thank you to the Tie Bow Collection for the exquisite bow tie. The world is turning to bow ties this independence. That's your check on sports. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Happy Independence, Bahamas.
Grand Lucine invites you to celebrate this independence at Portobello's for Sunday brunch. Enjoy delicious food and live entertainment with Wilfred Solomon and the Magnetics. Phone 373-1333 for more information.